All right. Hello, everybody. And that filled up really quickly. Awesome. Megan here with Ocean Rehab and Fitness. Nice to see all these familiar names again. Hi, Janice. So glad you're here too. And yeah, so today we're going to be doing some rowing and some rotations and some breath work. I said that in the opposite order. We will be starting with breath. So what we need today is a dowel of some type. So anything wider than your shoulders, and preferably something that you don't have any problems gripping. So whatever width that is for you, it can be a dead hockey stick, it can be a broomstick, it can be a dragon boat paddle, a cane, whatever it is that you have handy. We're going to be using some type of ball. Bender balls work really well. Yoga balls, yoga blocks work really well. This can also be a lightweight. So I know like Janice, sometimes she uses her 2-pound. We're going to be doing some kayak type variations, and this might be a good time to use a little bit of a lightweight. So whatever you see fit, totally fine. Otherwise, we just don't want to have our hands like this. I do need you to hold something. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to say bands plural because most of us have more than one. So we'll be using one at a time, but some of our exercises will require a little bit different strengths of bands. Our warm-up is going to need a little bit lighter, where our rowing will actually require a little bit heavier, if that's accessible to you. So try and have a couple different variations of bands near you, preferably a light one and then a heavier one if you can. If you're not sure, just get them all and have them all there. Okay? All right, we're going to get started. For those of you that aren't familiar or need reminders, feel free to comment in the chat or ask questions, whatever you need to do. I'm really open to questions. Some people might not feel comfortable asking questions. Nobody sees it. You can also just make it a question to me. And if I see it's private, I won't say your name out loud, and I'll just address the question as is, okay? I want everybody to try and get something out of these workouts, and that's the way to do it when it's a one-way viewing. So don't be shy. All right, so we're gonna start with a hand on our belly, anywhere, just anywhere like around the belly area, and we're gonna have a hand on the chest, okay? So what we're gonna do is get into our diaphragmatic breathing, and all that is just a fancy way of saying belly breathing. A lot of times we breathe from the chest and our lungs, and it kind of looks like this. Right? We get that chest breathing. And this can actually create a bit more of a shallow breath, and we're not actually able to get the same oxygen levels as we are when we go from our diaphragm. So we get a more calming effect, and we get into our body a little bit more when we breathe from the diaphragm. So what we're going to do is do a few chest breaths first, which is what I don't want us to do, just so that we can get the contrast in our body. Sometimes it helps to feel the opposite of what we're going for. So when I breathe, my belly is going to stay still, and I'm going to breathe all with this hand. So this hand should look like it rises and then falls. Okay, and again. Rises and falls. Don't be too picky right now about where you're breathing, if it's through your nose or your mouth. I just want you to breathe. Inhale. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite, and I want you to only let the belly rise and fall. So our hand on the belly, other hand on the chest. If you've been doing this a while, you might just want to encompass your whole belly with your hands, like just hands wrapped around the waist, so we can feel that expansion as we breathe. Okay, here we go. Inhale, belly breath. And then exhale, belly breath. So you notice how this hand isn't moving. Inhale and exhale. Good. And again, inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Okay, 5 more together. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Good. Okay, so now we want to try and apply that into our workout. So trying to think about that, especially through warm up. Here we go. Head nods down and then up, and then eyes to the ceiling, chin to the ceiling, and then in. Good. We're going right into it, folks. And in and up and center. Good. And tuck. Make sure you're not hanging your chin. You're just tucking your chin. Okay, if you have rods in your cervical spine, this won't be accessible to you probably, so just do what you can. You can even just work the eye gaze for reflex, strengthening the eye gaze. Really good for balance, improving your vestibular system, right? And your reflex. Last one. And now we're gonna look to the sides. And same thing, if you don't have the range in your neck, just use your eyes. And over, over, center, over, good. And again, and again. Nice. And over, that's it. Last one. And now we're gonna tip the ear. So make sure that your chin is tucked, and we're gonna tip and center and tip and center. Tip and center and tip. That's it. Keeping that chin tucked back, really important. Okay, 4 more here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now we're gonna do shoulder rolls, hands at your sides, coming forward 1. It's like you're painting circles in space with your shoulders. So trying to get up to the earlobes, trying to get down to the floor, trying to touch the screen, trying to touch the wall behind you. Nice big circle. 2, 1, and then we reverse it. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. This is 9 and 10. Good. And now we're going to do something a little weird. You're going to roll the shoulders, but try and reciprocate them. So it's like one's rolling forward, the other one's back. One's rolling forward, the other's back. You dancers out there, you might have done this one. Okay? A little bit of a brain tease. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to reverse it in 4, 3, 2, do your best, and 1, boom, freeze. And now we go backwards, backwards, backwards. So they're reciprocating. One is just slightly behind the other. Some of us might be really struggling with this. Some of us might find this easier, actually. 3, 2, 1. Good. Awesome. And now we're going to bring the hands up to the shoulders, both at the same time. Elbows now are making a big circle. 1, coming forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And you're going to kiss the shoulders together and then reversing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And kiss last time. Now we're going to cat-cow, rounding the spine all the way down. Seated version. And now we slowly roll up. If you need to walk your hands up on your thighs to get yourself up, that's fine. Hands go behind you. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Heart to the ceiling, eyes up. And then we go back down. Tuck the chin, rounding in the spine. Good. Slowly rolling up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets, heart up to the ceiling. And again, tuck that chin, rounding in the spine. All the way down. Shoulders relaxed here, hands behind you, eyes to the sky. heart up, and try and make that C curve out of your back, but the opposite way. Deep breath here. One more time, everybody. Tuck that chin round. Take your time with this. If I'm going too fast, you can slow it down. Sometimes this can make some of us dizzy, so just move slowly. Slowly, come on up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, heart up. C curve, opposite C curve. Good, and now we're gonna reach all the way out and away, and we're gonna come on up. I'm supported by my lower arm, so I am actually leaning on this arm. I'm exposing my armpit to the ceiling, and then we go to the other side. Reach and other side up, good. And come on up to the other side, good. Reach, you're trying to make nice big shapes in space. Really reaching that side body. And up, other way. Reach. And nice. We're going to do one more each side. Up and over. Sweep that sky as big as you can, as fluid as you can. So nice and smooth with your movement. Good. And awesome. And now we're going to take that arm and we're going to wrap it. Tap. And then other side. Tap. Feel free to use your other hand to help push against your thigh or the armrest of your chair to give you leverage for that rotation, so that we're really getting a rotation in the abdominals here, right? So the hips shouldn't be moving. If you have function in your lower body, there should be no hips here. Okay, good. And again, awesome, good. Okay, let's move to the lower body a little bit. So I'm gonna turn this so y'all can see. Okay, turn. If you need assistance, just grab one of your legs and kick it out so that it's straight. Okay, and we're gonna take our hands up over our head, and you're either gonna reach out and away for the foot, or you're gonna walk yourself down and tap your foot. Okay, so two ways to do this. Here we go. Reach and come on up. And I want you to think of engaging in the abdominals. So we're really engaging in the core. And we're reaching for the feet. Don't worry about timing, because this might be a little quicker what I'm doing than what some people can do, especially if you're walking up and down like so. Just keep moving through it. Okay. And again, that's it. And again, I'm going to do two more here. Up and over. And again. Up and over, and nice. Okay, I'm going to leave my camera because it doesn't really matter, but you're going to switch your legs. So take that other leg out, stretch it, nice and tall, engage in the abdominals, and we're either going to walk ourselves down, try and tap, keeping the spine as long as you can. Walk it down, tap. Good, keep going. And 3, I'm just showing the other version now, just so that other people can kind of get what I'm asking for if they're doing this walk-up version. If you have a chest strap on, obviously you would want to loosen it a little bit for this, and or even take it off. Okay, go back to this version. 5 and 4, good. And 3, reaching, keeping that spine long. 2 and 1, and come on in. Good. Okay, we're going to stay with this theme here. Everybody is going to have their hands on their hips or their waist, belly button drawing in. No band for anyone. We're all just doing opening and closing. Okay, no band, no resistance. Everybody's doing this motion, and I want you to focus right here. Focus on the work being in these outer hips. Okay, I'm going to do 20 here. If you're really tight in the inner thighs here, you might need a little bit of assistance. So you can actually help your legs come out with your hands and then let them do it on their own on the way in. That's an option, okay? Counting down 10, 9, and 5, 4, good, and 3, and 2, and 1, good, awesome. Okay, we are gonna grab our band, the light band now, and we're gonna do a little bit of warm up for the rotator cuff here. So we're gonna start without the band. I just want you to have it on your lap, and we're gonna start here. Okay, so we're gonna add in, elbows are in at the ribs, palms are facing each other, nice and tall. Open up 1, open it up more, 2, angel 3, bring it back down, reverse it, and then elbows in, okay? So biggest thing here, see how high my elbows are? I'm like a robot here, we're not here. So we started here, and the only thing that changes is we lift the elbows. So it's like we're on there's a table. And then up, over, back neutral. Here, there's a little bit of a brain tease. Good, don't worry, we're gonna do a few of them. 3, up, just follow along with me. 4, don't think too hard about it. Unless you want a challenge, then you cannot look at me and try this on your own. Brain challenge. Good, that's 4, 5. That's it. If some of these aren't accessible to you, or they maybe bring pain, or you have some shoulder compromises, just do the positions that work for you. So maybe you're good to here. Maybe the overhead isn't good, so you just pause and you wait for me, and then we meet up here. Okay, so work within your range. What's going to benefit you the most? Okay, good. Almost there, I promise. Breathing. Make sure your neck is nice and long. We have 1 more here. And in, awesome. Okay, now you're gonna grab your band. You're gonna hold the band. We did this version last week. You're gonna hold the band with 1 hand, and you're gonna solidify it with the other hand. So the arm that we're doing, if possible, you're gonna hold the band neutral like this. So some of us actually have handles, so I just like imitated a handle. And then this hand, I don't really care how you hold it, just whatever. We just need to anchor it. So I'm gonna be working this left side, okay? So I'm gonna be having my elbow in. You can also, like I'll just show with my phone, you can also just hold something there, and you're gonna try and pull the band away from your body, from your midline, without letting the phone pop out, or whatever it is that's there. So this could be a little towel. It could be even if you have a ball that's like a little more deflated than this one, you could also do that. This one's a little thick, but some of us have squishier ones. Barbara, yours would work well. Okay, and you're keeping that elbow there. Okay, 5, 10 to 12, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then take a little break. Good, shake that out. Reminder, when we set this up, I didn't really mention much about the shoulder positioning. So if you do everything right, you get your phone or your ball and you have it in here, and we're here and our shoulders like this isn't gonna do awesome things. So we need to bring the shoulders back, make sure you're sitting tall. Okay, really helpful to look and see what you're working with in the mirror, or you can put this on gallery view maybe. I don't know if you can do that actually with how it's set up, but even later you could try this in a mirror and make sure that you're sitting as tall as you can. If you don't have the ability to hold and stabilize with the other hand, this could be a doorknob. You can always put this on a doorknob or in a door. Some of us have those fancy door bands. That would work well too. 2 and 1, and relax. Awesome. Okay, rotator cuff work. We are going to do those one more time. Back to here. Okay, get a sip of water, and then our last round. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, open, up, overhead, down, internal, and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, 1, 2, 3. Good. Sitting up as tall as you can. Let's do 4 more here. This is 1. Do your best. 2. Remember, you can always do the positions that just work for you. It doesn't have to be all of these. And I actually lost count, so we'll do 1 more. 1, over, 2, down, and in. Good. All right, grabbing your band again. I'm going to start on the side I ended with just because. Here we go. Elbow in. You can hold something there. Get those shoulders back. And we're going to open up and back to where we started. Good. 3. 10 to 12 here. Feet are planted on the floor, heavy in the hips. Good. 2 more here for me. And rest. Other side. Awesome. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Getting ready and open. 2. And 3, 4. Good. 5. Just a reminder for those of you that are Ocean Insider Club members, all of these exercises are found on the site. So if you need more direction or you want to see videos with tips, like more tips than what I'm giving you now, you can just visit the site. Okay, and this is called an external shoulder rotation with a band. And again, and rest. Good. All right, we're done that circuit. So gather your other equipment. We're going to start with your dowel. Get a sip of water if you'd like. I'm just going to crack a window real quick, and then we are going to get started with the dowel. So let's get into some of our rotation work. Okay, so we're going to do a rotation, and we're going to add a push. Okay, so we're going to think of rotating, push open, and then you're going to think of pulling it in. So we're using that pull in, other side. Rotate, pull in, other side. Okay, the dowel is belly button height. And we're just going to alternate side to side. Okay, here we go. I'll start the counting now. 20 total. 4, 5, good. 6, getting tall. Feel those feet in the floor. Over halfway. $19. This is 20 and down. Good. Okay, same equipment piece, and we're going to do pulls with the dowel. So we're going to come in. Dowel is chest height. Hands can be a little wider. Different from a row, I actually want you to try and keep your elbows high as we pull into our chest. So we're not going to have them down here. So if possible, elbows are high. Pull, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then come back. Pull, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then come back. Okay? Beautiful. Nice. Nine, 10, good. 11, I'm going to do 15. You can do 10 to 15, whatever works for you. And that's my 15. Good. Okay, we are going to add a second one onto this. You're going to grab your band, and we're going to do a bent over row. Sorry, we're adding a third. This will be 3. So the setup, hopefully my webcam doesn't fall off when I show you this. So you can either put the band under your feet, like so, okay, or you're going to put it under the foot plates of your chair, okay? And then you're going to come on up. You can place something here if you'd like. If you need a little bit more support for your spine, you can place like a ball or something here, okay? Otherwise, if you're able to hold that tip forward and you don't need something here with a nice long spine, then you can just do that. But I think most of us are going to need a little padding here, okay? Just something to keep us upright. And then from here, you're going to have your eyes down, and we're going to think of rowing the elbows back, okay? And we're on the clock. I'm going to do 15. I would like 10 to 12 from everybody. And 6, nice. 7, this would be a good one to put loops through. You'd have to set it up ahead of time, but you can always do loops through if you have grip stuff or if you have hooks. That would be helpful. Keep going, we're breathing, we're getting taller. And 5, and relax. Awesome. And then you can just leave the band down there if that's handy, because we're going to revisit that, okay? So break, that is our circuit of 3. So dowel rotations with the push-pull, okay? And then we're doing our pulls, like our row into the chest with high elbows. And then we're going to do our bent over row. Okay, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 20 here, everybody. Good. Over halfway. Really pushing that arm and then pulling that arm back in. Think of exhaling as you rotate. Focusing on that belly breath. Last one. And good. Now we take it straight out. Here we go. Elbows high. 1. Feel those shoulder blades gliding along your back. That's it. Good. I'll do 5 more here. Get in at least 10 for yourself. And 5. And good. All right, dowel aside. So set up. Band is already down there under my feet. Okay. Grab your whatever you need, your padding or something here. Keep your spine nice and long. So we're lifting our chest. Our eyes are down. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. And row. Elbows are going down and back behind you. Nice, everybody. 8, keep breathing. And last 3 here. 2, for me anyways. You just keep moving. And that's 3, good. And we're gonna leave the band down there because there is a 3rd round today. So take a little breather, get water, ask questions if you have any comments, or just keep moving. And thank you, Florence, for writing all that. That's awesome. Okay, I hope everybody's doing okay. Got a good group today. Awesome. There's a magician in here. There's two of Linda's in here today. Sometimes I wish I had 2 of me. So many things to do, so many places to be. Okay, here we go. Last round, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Push, pull, rotate. Inhale and then exhale on that rotation. Do you really, whoever Disability Foundation is, has a twin? Who is that? That's not Florence, is it?
Michelle, hello.
Michelle, you have a twin?
Identical, yes.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Over halfway. Last 2 here. And that's 20. Good. Don't let go of your dowel. Take it straight out. Okay, we don't need to be too high. It's just in front of the chest. Elbows stay up. Exhale. Pull. And pull. Think of squeezing those shoulder blades and you have light armpits. That's another way to remember elbows up. Driving those feet into the floor. Breathing. Think of that belly breath. Can we incorporate that here? Okay, I'm taking 5. 3, 4, and this is 5. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, setting that aside, we have our, oh my gosh, I just blanked. Oh, what is next? Oh, our row. Thank you. I saw the ball. All right, don't follow Megan. Coming down. So we have the setup. I was already thinking about what we're doing next. Okay, here we go. So row position, we do use the ball. If you want, you can have that support there. That's why. And coming forward. Here we go. Eyes on the floor, spine long. 3, 2, 1, and row. So you're going to feel a theme now. By now, I would hope that you're using a lot of those shoulder blades and that back body. Okay? So that's what we want to be focusing on here. And 8. Good. 9. 10. Okay, we're almost there. Breathing. 2. And that's 1, and relax. Good. You can now take the band out and just set it aside. We will use it again. Okay, good. We are done with that circuit. So we are going to get a sip of water, and then we're going to go into our next circuit. This time we're going to start with the band. Okay, and we're going to be doing a different variation of, it's kind of a row action, but we're going to be using, it's called a bow and arrow. Okay. We've done this quite a lot in this class, just hasn't really been lately. So a few ways to do this. You do need to have an anchor point once again, and it can be like your wrist, it can be looped like this. You can just hold to the band, it's fine. And that anchor point is going to be like right out to your side. Okay, so if I'm holding the band here, it's just right out to my side. Okay, the other hand is then going to grab the band from over there at some distance, so not too tight. And it's as if there's a table here. So it's as if we're lying on a table with our hand, and you're gonna pull like you're pulling a bow and arrow, almost like you're gonna smell the band. So we want to keep the band really close to our face. Okay, if you need a little bit more support, if this is too much for stability for your core, you would put this hand on a surface. So like this is a little low, but you can do this, right? See how it's kind of the same? So now this hand doesn't have to do, this arm doesn't have to do the work. So if you're in a chair, you're seated, a table might be better because it can be, or a counter, and then you can do this, and then this arm is supported, okay? Otherwise, arm out, eyes over the hand, and you're gonna smell that band, and we're focusing on that elbow driving back, staying high. We're not down here, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'll do 15 just because of time. And everybody, if you could get out 10 to 12, that would be ideal. Sitting up tall, feet flat. 3, 2, and that's my 1, and good. And I'll give you a second to reverse it. Now we're trying the other way. Okay, so arm up. Looking over that hand, you're going to grab the band, and here we go. Pull and back. Pull and back. Keeping that elbow high. And this is my 1, and bring it in. Good. Okay, you're going to grab your ball or weighted object, whatever it is that you have. I'm going to set a timer, and we're going to be doing this for a 1-minute increment. And we're going to be doing an alternating, so a little different from the push one, okay? But we're going to be going into, I guess it's kind of like a kayak. So you're going to rotate, you're going to kayak down, and then 2 pumps forward, okay? So down, down, so that's the kayak, pump, pump, okay? 1 minute. It's not about how fast you go. It's just about moving for the minute, okay? So I'll actually slow it down a little bit just so people can get the pattern, and then I'll maybe speed it up, my tempo up a little bit at the end. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So we're kayaking, we're pumping, we're pumping. So it's almost like a shake. Shake, shake. Open, open, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Thanks, Michelle. See you next time. Open, good. Okay, I'll start to speed it up a little bit. Feet should be flat. Everybody should be doing this seated and being really stable. So no wiggle parties in the hips. Knees shouldn't be flopping all over the place. And I'll give you a little trick after this that will help you with that. You got about 10 seconds left. Almost there. And done. Awesome. Good. Okay. Before we move on to the third one, I'll just give you a little tip on that. So if you find that you're wiggling a lot or doing a whole bunch of stuff down in the hips, like this kind of thing, you can put something here to keep squeezing or to keep just a bit of stillness in your hips. Or you can put like a circle band or wrap a band around and tie it so that there's tension on the band and you can't let the knees come in. So if you have a lot of tightness in your thighs, I would recommend something like this. And the goal is to not squish the ball, but keep it just slightly loose. Okay? That would be my goal. All right. The last thing in this workout, in this circuit, is going to be a cobra. Okay? So I'm actually going to just, I'm just going to, well, I'll just move over this way a little bit so that everybody can see. Essentially, you wouldn't have something like this next to you, so you're not going to hit something with your hand if you're sitting on like a chair or in a wheelchair. So we're going to start with the palms down. So my hands are just right in front of my thighs and my palms are down. Now I want to think of externally rotating my thumbs. So my thumbs are going to go out and away. So see, this is where I'm going to hit this, but just go behind whatever it is that you have. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then come right back to center. So my thumbs are back being down, palms are down. So externally rotate the thumbs, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come back palms down. This is called a cobra. Okay, we're going to do 10 of these. Here we go. Squeeze. And your elbows are just nice and extended, but not crazy tight. Good. 3. So just a soft elbow. Elbows are extended, but they're not, we don't want to burn out in the triceps here. So make sure We're not here and we're not totally straight. We're just soft, if that makes sense. Hopefully you saw that. And good. Okay, let's do 2 more here. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. And relax. Good. Okay, that's your last one in the circuit. So now we're not going to stop and talk in between, and we're going to do all 3 together in a row. Okay, so get your sip of water now, and then we're going to get started with the bow and arrow into the 2 kayaks to the pumps or the shakes, and then 10 cobras. Okay, here we go. Getting yourself set up on one side. 3, 2, looking over that hand, and 1. Pull and back. Keep that elbow high. Breathing, sitting up tall. I'll do 15, but if you could do at least 10, that would be ideal. Breathing, back of the neck nice and long, looking over that hand. 3 more for me. And then we're going to switch. Beautiful. Okay. Looking over the other hand, setting up the band, elbow high. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Watch that the elbow doesn't dip down at the end of the pull. So see how my hand just goes to the, like my ear, right below my ear. We don't need to take it much further than that. Good. Keep going. Do your best. Make sure your neck is nice and long, long spine. And that was 15 for me. Good. Okay, grabbing your weighted object or your ball. Okay, starting the timer. Here we go. So you're going to go side, side, and then 2 pumps. 3, 2, and 1. Shake, shake. Doesn't matter which side you go to first. Just keep moving. I'm starting off a little quicker. Remember, it's not about your tempo. It's just about moving for the minute. So don't worry if you're not as fast as me. I'd rather you focus on keeping your hips still. We're already at 30 seconds in. Breathing. If you found that this was a little bit more challenging with a weighted object, you might want to lighten it up next time to make sure you go for the minute. 2 seconds and time. Good. All right, cobras. I'm going to move again to the side so I don't hit the chair. Here we go. Hands, palms are down. Hands are a bit lower. Sitting up nice and tall and soft elbows. Externally rotate the thumbs behind like you're going to touch behind your back and then right back to where you started. And again, 2. Good. Shoulders do not have any business up here. Keep them down, away from those ears. Nice. Two more here. This should feel really nice, actually. And rest. Good. Okay, take a little breather. We have time to do this one more time. So this whole circuit, a third time, okay? So get water, get ready to set up. And I probably didn't give much time for when we were doing our rotation with the 2 pumps to put something in between your legs or your knees. So you could probably just have that there the whole time for this whole circuit. So if that's something you want, you could put that in now. Okay, otherwise we are getting started. So here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Keep going, everybody. Don't worry, I'm doing a few more than all of you. So you have time to get out quality reps. And then we're going to switch sides. Good. We're almost done our workout and the sun is almost out. It's beautiful timing. Breathing, getting nice and tall. I'm going to do 5 more here. Just make sure you're even on the sides. And remember, you can always go back and redo these later because they are recorded, which is awesome, and posted. Okay, get yourself set up for your ball. Kayak, kayak, 2 pumps. Here we go. 3, 2, and go. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. 1 minute here, everybody. That's it. You are almost halfway. Keep going. Really dip that ball down. Dip, dip. Probably further than I'm doing because hopefully you won't be on a couch. Bye, Janice. Thank you. 15 seconds. That's it. You're almost there. And time. Beautiful. Okay. Our last thing today, cobras. So here we go. Getting ready. Palms are down. Chest nice and tall. Externally rotate those thumbs behind your back. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing. And then right back where you started. Just for 10 here. Nice. 8. Okay, we got 2 more, everybody. And then you are done for today. And relax. Awesome. Okay, that is the workout planned for today. That is all we have time for. So I will leave you all to that. If you need to do any type of stretching, I would say probably you could do a little bit of neck stretches on your own, but for the most part today, we didn't do much overhead. So everybody should feel pretty good. Back body should feel activated, ready to go for the day. So I will be on for another minute or 2 to answer any questions anyone might have. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all next week. And alternatively, if anybody has any questions about the Ocean Insider Club, please let me know and I can give you more information on that. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.